Good evening and welcome to Park Thalton here in Navan in County Meath. It's Andrew Morrissey here live on what is an absolutely perfect evening for hurling. It is absolutely, the pitch is in superb condition as we look outward here from our left to our right. The Kerry team are on our right hand side. They're in the middle of their warm-up with Meath on the opposite side. Kerry will be wearing their unfamiliar but familiar at the same time blue jerseys, and Meath will be in all yellow. I'll run through the team now. First of all, we will just check in with the Meath team. In goal will be Charlie Ennis. Full back line, Ger Murphy, Shane Whitty and Sean Geraghty, the captain. Half back line, James Kelly, Dara Kelly and Keith Kyogan. And in midfield, Stephen Morris and James Toher. The half forward line will be Ian Birmingham, Jack Regan and Marcus Sullivan. And the full forward line will be Adam Gannon, Alan Douglas and Patrick Keneally. Now, just before I give you the Kerry team, there is a couple of changes. We'll be just standing for a minute's silence here in Park Thalton. And then we'll jump in with Aron Naveen. Well, as you can hear, there's a decent crowd in. It's I think we're allowed for 500. There's probably not that many there, but there's still a decent crowd. And there's a good showing from Kerry here as well. I see plenty of Kerry jerseys and Kerry tops and GA tops in the crowd. So I'll run through the Kerry team for you. There are two changes. John B. O'Halloran is in goal. Eric Lean has come in at cornerback in place of James O'Connor. And inside the full back line will be Evan Murphy and Tomas O'Connor. Conor O'Keefe, Fionn Mackesy and Jason Diggins are in the half back line. And in midfield, it's Paudie O'Connor from Kilmoyley and Shane Notter from Crotta O'Neill. As the half forward line, then we'll see Mikey Boyle from Ballyduff. And then the captain, Daniel Collins from Kilmoyley, has come in place of Crotta's Barry Mahoney. And on the left half forward from Abbeydorney will be Brendan O'Leary. The full forward line then from Ballyduff, Padraig Boyle, Shane Conway from Lixnaz at full forward. And in the other corner, St Brendan's Cian Huzzy. That's the team to start with. Two changes on the team with Jason O'Connor and Barry Mahoney both dropping to the bench. So as I said, conditions are perfect. There is a slight breeze has picked up from the town end. I was also just reliably informed that over here to my left is now known as the hospital end, as a lot of people used to call it the swimming pool end, but I was told that actually closed in 1974, so the diehards still calling it the swimming pool end. But the hospital end is where Meath are lining up. I believe Kerry won the toss. I saw Daniel in with the referee. The referee for today's game is Shane Hines from Galway. He had a quick word with both captains. I think Kerry did indeed win the toss and will play from the town end to the hospital end, from my right to left as we see it. And Kerry will play from left to right as we see it. They'll play into the town end. And the ball is in, game is on. Shane Hines has thrown the ball in. Paudie O'Connor gets on it straight away. He gets dispossessed, ball driven inside here, far into the corner. And it comes in into the Meath full forward, which is Alan Douglas. He's straight in on goal, passes it straight across the goal. Just drops over the bar. First score of the game goes to Patrick Keneally. It was a lovely touch inside. Alan Douglas caught it inside in the corner, gave a sweet ball past the 21 to his corner forward, and no mistake there from Patrick Keneally. Puck out to come from John B. O'Halloran, who's looking far, and he gives it a nice long ball. He hits it 70 yards down the field, right down on top for Brendan O'Leary. Brendan O'Leary climbs, he just misses it, goes up with the hand. He's pulled though. Referee probably called that right actually, and called that correctly. He was pulled by James Kelly, and this could be a first score on the board. Shane Conway is trotting over to take it, and it looks like yes, it'll be Shane Conway to take it. He's about 4 metres in from the sideline, roughly 30 yards from the goal, just inside the Meath 45 as we see it here, and this should be the first score for Kerry. But instant blistering start there. Paudie O'Connor got dispossessed in midfield by James Toher. Long ball into the corner then to Alan Douglas, who found his corner for Patrick Keneally for their first score. But Shane Conway standing over this, 4 metres in, 30 metres out. He looks, and he's got that familiar stance as he goes to pick this ball. As I said, a decent crowd here, a few Kerry heads in and around the place as well. Shane Conway lifts, strikes, and he's put it, umpires, look, yeah, he's put it over the bar. First score to Kerry. So here we are after a minute and a half of play. It's Kerry 1 point, Meath 1 point in this Joe McDonagh Cup game. Of course, we know now that Westmeath will await Kerry hopefully in Croke Park next week in the Joe McDonagh Cup final. Long ball down here, lovely ball won by Jason Diggins. He gets dispossessed, and Meath on the attack again inside the 21. It looked like a fair tackle from Eric Lee, and a little bit surprised at that call, but Mark O'Sullivan causing problems there. He was running through defence. He's deemed to have been fouled by Shane Hines, by Eric Lee, and it'll be a Meath free here, taken by their centre forward Jack Regan. He is just outside he's halfway between the 21 and the 45, just outside the D, and this should be a fairly easy score, slot over for Meath. So referee taking no nonsense straight away with a couple of frees on either side, and absolutely he sticks it between the posts. Good score for Jack Regan, a free that was really quite simple, and a puck to come again from John B. O'Halloran. So John, he's going to go along the Kilmoyley man. He hits it another 70 yards down on top of Mikey Boyle this time. He gets up and he goes with a hand. It's won here by the centre back Dara Kelly, who's got plenty of time to find a man. He launches it high and long into the full forward, and up goes Patrick Keneally again, batted down this time by Evan Murphy, who's done quite well there. Meath still in possession and on the attack. Lovely block down by Eric Lean. Super block from Alan Douglas, a shot over the shoulder. Meath still in possession there, out here on the sideline closest to us. It's Patrick Keneally still going through in the 21. He's surrounded here. This time Jason Diggins goes in, Evan Murphy goes in, and Eric Lean lovely tidies up inside the corner, passes it out here to Evan Murphy, who gives it across to Paddy O'Connor, and he puts it long down the field. Good defending there from Kerry. Ball in on top of Ballyduff's Padraig Boyle. Lovely catch by Padraig Boyle. He goes off the left as he normally does, and it's a fantastic score, is it? Umpires give the nod. White flag goes up. Brilliant score from Padraig Boyle after a brilliant piece of defending by Eric Lean and Evan Murphy, and a long ball in on top of Podge Boyle. Catches those all day, turns on his familiar left hand side and over the bar, and it's 2 points apiece after 3 minutes here in Park Thalton. Second slitter on the field as the umpire clears it off, and the goalkeeper Charlie Ennis is to take this in his white strip as he looks down the field. He launches another ball down on top of the Kerry half back line. Up goes Fionnán Mackesy. Brilliant take there though from Jack Regan, who takes a lovely catch. He drops it. It's a bit of a ruck on the ground forming here. Meath on the attack again, winning those 50-50 balls in the ground so far. He's caught it twice here already. In comes James Toher now. He's dispossessed, and the ball comes back out again, and this time to Jack Regan, who makes no mistake, puts it over the bar from play from the 21, and Meath take the lead again. It's Meath 3 points, Kerry 2 points after 4 minutes, but Fionnán Mackesy probably very unlucky there. Ball dropped to the ground, and a lovely piece of skill from Jack Regan, and John B. O'Halloran gives a short one this time. This time he picks out Paddy O'Connor. It's actually Daniel Collins with a lovely catch. He's still on the ball. Daniel finds a long ball into the corner here, into top of Podge Boyle again, who's looking very lively out in front of his man again. His touch takes it slightly away from him, and Meath can clear their lines. This time it's Shane Whitty who's picking up Padraig Boyle. He passes it back to his cornerback. That's Ger Murphy, and again they're being a little bit lateral with these passes here. Tight hand passing in and amongst a couple of Kerry players. Good hit from Jason Diggins, stops the ball coming back out. Meath on the attack again, but they cleared the lines, and a brilliant block by Jason Diggins to stop that attack. Evan Murphy now is in on the 65. Evan wins it with a lovely piece of skill, takes the ball, he bursts out of the tackle, he loses possession slightly into Jason Diggins again, who's already started this game. Good hit by Jason Diggins, couple of hits here, referee sees nothing wrong with that, and he's given a free to Meath, and as you can hear the crowd incensed by that. Meath fans delighted, of course. I felt actually that there was a bit of barging going on there, but that would be the Kerry bias of me. Jason Diggins very unlucky there, but the referee has deemed it as a foul. It's on the Meaths, it's on the Kerry 65 right out here on the side, and Jack Regan's going to place this. Couple of tough hits gone in there already. James Toher in midfield, he was involved in that as well, and there's a couple of, I can even see a couple of guys down holding their sides. That was a very tough piece of hurling there, but Jason Diggins did very well, but he was deemed to a foul. Jack Regan with the ball lifts and strikes just inside the 65. He puts it over the bar. No mistake from Jack Regan. That's his 3rd point. 2 from frees and 1 from play, and after 5.5 minutes here, it's Meath 4 points, Kerry 2 points. John B. O'Halloran again with the ball in on the Kerry goal line. It's certainly been a lively start here at Park Thalton. Long ball down 70 yards. He launches it down on top of the Kerry half forward line. Shane Conway's come out here now. He's in and he's in amongst it. Brilliant touch by Mikey Ball. Gets the ball up to hand. Surely he's foul. Referee says no. He plays away. Jason Diggins gets the hand pass. Gets a long ball into the corner here. It's a lovely hand pass back outside to Shane Conway. Brendan O'Leary involved as well. Conway takes a ball and he takes a shot from the sideline. And would you believe it, the magician that is Shane Conway lands it over the bar. Fine score from Shane. He was pointing away from the goals as he was running into the Meath 21, and he lands it over the black spot. And it's now Meath 4 points, Kerry 3 points. Fine score. Great bit of work there by Mikey Boyle, who passed the ball out here again to Jason Diggins, and a Meath puck out to come once again. It's Charlie Innes, gives a long ball down straight in the top of James Torr, who's been lively. He's gotten on quite a lot of ball in this opening 6 minutes for Meath. He gives a hand pass back here, and that goes into the half back line of Keith Giogan, who takes a shot, and it's just dropped to the left and to wide. But it's again James Torr in midfield. He's been marked by Paudie O'Connor, but certainly they're going to have a huge battle on their hands today, as he's been quite lively. John Beer-Harron goes long here again, this time down towards Brendan O'Leary. It's beaten him. It's actually gone all the way into the Meath 21. Fine puck from John B, but it's been cleaned up by the Meath half back line. Out comes their full back Shane Whitty, and he launches it down the field. He's gone right over Fionn Mackes. He said Fionn surely have the pace here as well. He's also been joined by it looks like Shane Nolan. Yes, Shane gets back there on his own half back line. Fine ball out here. He gives a pass into Tomas O'Connor. He gives the ball down the field, and surely he's fouled. He absolutely is. Daniel Collins gets brought down on the halfway line. Brilliant piece of work by Daniel. He gets brought down, and it was Tomas O'Connor gave the pass originally, so it looks like Kerry will have the free. Shane Conway's walking out to this. It's 15 metres in from the far sideline and bang on halfway, so it's about 70 or so metres, and Shane is going to put this ball down here. As I said, very little breeze here. Any bit of a breeze we had in the warm-up seems to have died down again, so there's nobody really playing with that much of advantage. If there is any advantage, it's very slightly in favour of Meath with regards to a breeze, but it's pretty much none, and Shane shouldn't have any problems with this. He's standing over it now. The referee's whistle has gone. We're nearly 8 minutes gone here now. Meath lead 4 points to 3 as Shane lifts. He strikes. It's gone long. I certainly got the distance anyway. There's no problem with that. Umpires give the nod, and it's over the bar. It's a third score for Shane Conway. 2 from frees and 1 from play so far. Fine score from Shane after 8 minutes. It's 4 points apiece. Draw here again. Charlie Innes goes low into midfield this time. Its ball is won out there by Ian Birmingham. Birmingham with a fine touch out to the half back line. It's drilled in long and hard in on top of the full forward line. Evan Murphy gets a bat on it, but it's won here again by Jack Regan in midfield, who's on it again. Great block down. Super block by Evan Murphy. He did really well there. Probably a little bit... quick free taken. Evan Murphy gave away the foul. Jack Regan lobs it over the top to Fionn Mackes' man. It's in on top of Patrick Kennedy, the corner forward, and it's an advantage here for Meath. He puts it over the bar from play. The referee deemed he was fouled. He gave the advantage. Patrick Kennedy puts it over the bar, and Meath lead 5 points to 4 after nearly 9 minutes play. Evan Murphy very unlucky there, probably no need to leave the hand in. He put it in hand in across the back after he made some brilliant defensive work with a fantastic block down, and John Beer-Harron with the puck out here again. He goes long again down on top of Ballyduff's Mikey Boyle. Mikey gets it in. He doesn't get it to the hand. He just misses it. Is it a Kerry ball? The linesman says no. It's going to be a Meath sideline cut. Thought it might have gone off the Meath halfback, but it's a line ball to Meath, and it's going to be taken here by their centre back, Dara Kelly. Unlucky there from Mikey Boyle, but great piece of defending again. The hooking and the blocking seems to be happening on the Kerry side so far, but hopefully that'll last. The ball hasn't travelled very far, just comes up in front of Mikey Boyle. He bats it down, and it's another sideline cut out over the line here, just on the Kerry 65 to Meath. This will be taken by their midfielder, who's wearing 27, but James Toher, who's named in the programme at 9, but he's wearing 27. He's going to take this. It's a poor sideline cut, but Meath still in possession for it. Takes a lot of steps there, in fairness. That's Jack Regan. He gives a long ball right across the other side of the field, and it's his half back, and that is James Kelly, who takes a shot from 65, and he puts that wide. That's a poor wide. Now there's 2 poor wides from each of the wing backs from Meath. They were certainly scored with opportunities, but they were free. Ball goes in on top of John B again, and it goes to the left and wide. So John Beer-Harron from Kilmiley will give this puck. He gives a short one this time to Evan Murphy. Evan Murphy on his own 21 gives a long ball in, and this time he's trying to find Mikey Boyle, who switched right across wings. Mikey first time catches it into the hand, gives it off his left hand side across the goals, across the 21 to the brother Podge. It breaks in front of Podge. He's quick. He doesn't get it up first time, and Meath get the chance to clear it again. It was a wonderful piece. They haven't cleared it just yet, and it's a free in. The referee has given the free in to Kerry. I think he took too many steps, and Jar Murphy, the cornerback, he made it. Well, there was a slight error there, because Meath could have easily cleared their lines. All he had to do was give a pop pass back to his full back. He didn't clear his lines. He overcarried it, and it's going to be a free here. Shane Conway is going to take this. It's just in front, just to the right of the D on the 21. What we call an easy easy tap over free for Shane Conway. But it was a lovely ball that time. Evan Murphy found Mikey Boyle, who'd switched from right half forward all the way over to the left corner forward position, caught a lovely pass, and first time turned on the left, and he gave it right across the goal, which caused this free, and straight into the brother, broke in front of him. And after 11 minutes of play, Shane Conway is going to take this free. This should level things up again for the third time here in this match. And we look down at this, the Kerry bench as well. It's just in front of us. Yes, Shane makes no mistake, right between the posts, as you'd expect from the Lixnaw man. And that is, after 11 minutes, it's 5 points apiece here in Park Talton in the Joe McDonagh Cup game. Game brought to you today by Foley's Gala Express, the Cross Lixnaw and Ardford Furniture. Long puck out again from Charlie Ennis. He gives a long one down on top of the half back line. Up goes the hand of Shane Nolan. He misses it. In comes Fionnán McAsey. He's battling away there with his man inside, and it's the Meath man this time comes away with it. Ian Birmingham, who's been quite lively again. He gives a ball across to the centre of the field here. This has gone straight over his man though, and Mikey Boyle comes out, and he did touch the helmet there. It was probably, I don't think there was any intent in it. Dara Kelly, he went for the ball as Mikey got there first. Mikey Boyle got to the ball first. He pulled across the helmet. Nothing too serious, but it is a Kerry free right on the halfway line. Shane Conway is jogging out to take this again, but certainly that was a silly foul to give away, as Mikey was facing away from goal and didn't really seem to be a whole lot of danger right there. But the foul adjudged to be given by Shane Hines, the referee from Galway, and Shane Conway from Lixnaw is going to hit this right on the halfway line spot. So here we go, 5 points each, 12 minutes gone. Lively game so far, to be fair. Both sides obviously up for this. And remember, Westmeath beat Kildare earlier today. They're in the Joe McDonagh Cup final, as Shane Conway takes this free, launches it high and over the bar, and Shane hits his 5th point of the game. It's now Kerry take the lead after 12 and a half minutes. Meath 5 points, Kerry 6 points here in Port Colton. Charlie Ennis with the puck out again for Meath. He gives this time straight down the middle, but he's just gone over, Danny Collins just missed it, and the ball driven in long here again into the full back line, into the full forward line of Meath, and this time it's their full forward who's on the ball. He gives a tap over his right hand shoulder, and he actually puts it right across the goal and wide. Alan Douglas over his right shoulder, he puts that one wide. He probably had options there, in fairness. He did have guys inside and outside him. He's getting a bit of a shouting out there, and I see himself and Eric Lean having words with one another as well. John Beer-Harlan goes long with this puck out. It lands down in front of Shane Conway. He's been double marked here. Jason Niggins goes for the block and is given long inside, and this time it lands right in front of it's still on the field anyway. Brilliant piece of work there. Brilliant piece of work by Tomás O'Connor, the Crotta man. And no foul, says the referee. Jason Diggins was certainly pulled down, but he still has the ball. He drives it long and hard into no one, this time into space, in fact. And the centre-back, Dara Kelly, can clear his lines. Dara Kelly launches it long into the full back line. And this time Patrick Keneally again, who's been really lively. He makes a mistake though with his handling. Evan Murphy gets the chance to clear. He doesn't. Evan flicks it up and he loses possession right at the 21. Keneally is attacking the goal. He's surrounded by 3 players. That ball has definitely got over the sideline, and the umpires are judged to have gone wide. I think that's a fair call. Keneally took too many touches. Evan Murphy shadowed him out, and it went all the way to the left and wide. Now the referee is signalling here. Has he given the... No, it is gone wide, yes. So he's told everybody to get outside the 21 as John Beer-Harlan took a quick puck out there, but John B gets this ball back. Kerry puck out. He hits it long. He goes out onto the right hand side towards Padraig Boyle this time. Podge goes up, bounces off the helmet, and it's a Meath sideline ball. It bounced off the top of Padraig Boyle's helmet, and it'll be a sideline cut to Meath. This time it'll be taken by their wing forward Ian Birmingham. No, he's going to leave it, and out comes the centre back. Dara Kelly is going to hit this. He's not. He's going to leave it there, and he's going to leave it for the fullback Shane Whitty, who's out here after following Padraig Boyle out. It's right on just halfway between the 45 and the 65 here. This sideline cut will be taken right in front of Fintan O'Connor. He gives a long ball. That's a good sideline cut right down into the corner, and it lands perfectly in front of Alan Douglas, the full forward again from Meath, who's battling away inside there. It's picked up by Tomás O'Connor. Brilliant piece of defending. He's dropped it though, and it goes into Fionnán McAsey, who's kicking it out, using his strength there to get it out. There's a ruck forms right on the D. It's Kerry versus Meath here in the Joe McDonagh Cup. Ball is scooped out here just inside the 21. Shane Nolan on the chase as Patrick Keneally gives the ball outside here to Jack Regan, who drops it. He goes back again to James Toher, his midfield, and he finds all the way across the field to absolutely no Kerry man whatsoever, and into the half back hand of Dara Kelly, who takes a strike outside the 65. This is going to drop to the left and to wide. That's poor now. That's 3 attempts that Meath have had, and they could have easily had a couple of scores there, but not on this occasion. Another poor way from them. John Beer-Harlan goes short this time to Paddy O'Connor, who finds a long ball in here to the right hand corner to Padraig Boyle, who gets pulled down right in front of the referee on the 45 in front of the post, maybe 2 or 3 metres to the right of the post, and it's going to be another Kerry free. That was a silly foul to give away in front of the referee. He looks like he's going to be James Store's going to be getting a card here. Padraig Boyle though is certainly very lively. He's after winning the first 2 or 3 balls that went in. He was unlucky that one bounced off his helmet as well. And it's, 15 and a half minutes gone, heading towards the water break, and it's a yellow card for James Toher, who's after getting that yellow card for what was in reality a silly foul to give away there, because I'm sure they've done their homework. They're all well aware of who Shane Conway is, and he's certainly not going to miss from this. He's right in front of the post on the 45-metre line, and he's going to take this free after Kerry leads 6 points to 5 so far. This should make it 7. He bends, he lifts, he strikes, and straight over the bar with that relaxed style. Brilliant score from Shane Conway, and I make that at the moment 6 points for Shane Conway of Kerry's 7. So the other point, of course, coming from Padraig Boyle as well. So after 16 minutes, as we head towards the water break, no call just yet from the referee. It's Meath 5 points, Kerry 7 points. Long ball driven on here by Charlie Ennis. It goes into the full forward line again. Alan Douglas, who's certainly been a handful so far, he's getting on a lot of ball. He sprays it across the 21. This time to Ian Birmingham. He pops it outside the James Toher, who was just booked. He takes a shot off his left hand side from the 45, and he has put that to the left and wide. That's 4 particularly poor wides now from Meath. John B. O'Halloran has the ball in his hand. He is, I think the referee has told him, he's instructed him he can take a quick puck up when the ball goes wide, because he's done it a couple of times. Anyway, John B. hits it long. He hits it hard down here to the 45. Out comes Mikey Boyle again. He misses it. This goes back this time to Ian Birmingham, all the way back to his own half back line. He finds it. He drills it long and hard across the field. Crossfield ball, this time into Patrick Keneally. It's missed by Evan Murphy. It's cleaned up brilliantly by Daniel Collins, who's back at his own half back line. And he's surely fouled. Referee says no. Hand passes it out. Wrong man gets the ball. Jack Regan, who's after knocking over the top to nobody in particular. Out comes John B. O'Halloran onto his own 30-metre line. John B. gets swallowed up though. Brilliant piece of attacking defence, if you like, from Meath, but ball is clear by Evan Murphy down in front of Daniel Collins. Collins comes out. He wins a lovely ball. Pops it back here into Shane Conway's path. Shane takes on 3. Shane is still going. Hops it off the ground. Gives a lovely pop pass over the top. Conor O'Keefe from Nixon has him through on goal. Conor O'Keefe still. Is he brought down? The referee says no. He hand passes it outside. It's Mikey Boyle on it this time. Boyle goes for the shot. Brilliant piece of defending by Meath. Super block there from their wing back. And that was Keith Keoghan on top of Mikey Boyle. He was going for the goal. He only had the net in his mind. Brilliant block. Meath still haven't cleared their lines. High tackle from Paddy O'Connor on their centre back Dara Kelly. It's a free out. It was probably a little bit unnecessary. Possibly maybe he was falling. Referee seems to have called for the... Has he called for the water break? I'm wondering, is there a bit of attention needed here? Paddy O'Connor adjudged to a foul. It was a high tackle, to be fair. Yes, water break has been called. So here we are on the 18th minute, heading up to the 18th minute. It's Meath 5 points, Kerry 7 points. Game brought to you today by Ardfur Furniture and Foley's Gal Express, the Crosslinks now here at Park Thalton in Meath. Certainly an opening 18 minutes that has been quite fiery on both sides. Plenty of tackling going in, skill on show from both sides as well. Certainly not afraid to go at it. Now Meath can probably feel a little bit let down by their shooting so far. They've had 4 pretty poor wides in guys uncontested as well. There wasn't really a lot of pressure on some of those, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here as once the water break is over, as it was called. But I'm sure Kerry can be happy with that opening few minutes. Some lovely scores. Silly fouls from Meath have led to Shane Conway scoring 6 points in that opening quarter, and the other one coming from play. He scored 5 from frees, 1 from play, and the other one coming from play from Padraig Boyle, who started the game very lively as well. But as you can see, as you can hear, the full back line from Meath is certainly, the full back line from Kerry is certainly the busier of the two so far. Evan Murphy, Eric Lean and Tomás O'Connor holding their ground, to be fair. Plenty of tackling going in, and Patrick Keneally has also been a handful there for Meath inside the full forward line. But there's seems to be a lot of ball. That seems to be the direct access. They're just putting the ball straight into both corners. They seem to have won it quite a lot, but Kerry have stood their ground as of yet. Remember, 2 changes made at the start of this game as well, with Eric Lean came in for James O'Connor, and Daniel Collins, the captain, started in place of Barry Mahoney as well. I'm sure maybe just to give guys a rest ahead of what will hopefully be Joe McDonagh final place in Croke Park next week. The permutations for this, by the way, are Kerry, if they all they need is a draw really, but a win sees them in the final. And if they were to lose, which we're fingers crossed is not going to happen, if they were to lose, it needs to be by 3 points or less. 3 points or less, and they're in the final. But I don't see that happening today. But to be fair to Meath, they're certainly not out of this game by any means. There's only 2 points in it. They have been probably the better of the attacking teams, but defensively, the Kerry full back line has been sound so far. Jason Diggins has been getting on some serious ball as well. Tough, strong man, as has Conor O'Keefe as well. Probably haven't mentioned him quite a lot, but Conor O'Keefe has cleared his line several times in that opening quarter. The teams are back out. It'll be a free to Meath inside in their half back line. I think their cornerback Shane Whitty has maybe stolen a couple of yards there. Spotted by the linesman, which was brilliant to see, and he takes it back again, and it'll be taken by Dara Kelly, their centre-back, who's also been on quite a lot of balls so far. Had a poor wide himself from only 45 yards out, so free to be taken here. Second quarter is underway. Kerry lead by 2 points, 7 points to 5, and it's Bend, and he strikes, and he puts a long ball in, this time Dara Kelly, into the full forward line again. Has he gone all the way? He's got the legs, hops off the crossbar. John B had it covered. Evan Murphy with a brilliant catch. Well done, Evan Murphy, and he gives a long ball, clears it out to Tomás O'Connor, who gives a long ball out. It's missed though. It was a poor pass from Tomás, and it goes past Fionn O'Macasey, and this time Jack Regan gets the chance to shoot, and he does, and he puts it over the bar. It's a fine score from the centre forward Jack Regan, who gets his 4th point of the game in what was a poor defensive clearance from Tomás O'Connor. He won't let it affect his game, but brilliant piece of defending by Evan Murphy to start it off, and the puck comes again from John B. O'Halloran. He puts it long down to this right hand side again. No Kerry hand goes up. It's a clearance from Keith Keoghan, who passes it into James Torr. He launches it long into the right hand corner of the field. It's broken down in front of Patrick Keneally once again. He certainly is their target man for a lot of this. He goes off his left hand side straight over the bar, and just like that, after a minute of the resumption from the water break, it's 7 points apiece. Good score for Patrick Keneally, who gets on the score sheet as well. John B. O'Halloran has the ball in his hand. He goes long this time. He goes down the middle this time. He's aiming for Padraig Boyle, who's come out from corner forward, and Padraig Boyle puts the hand up. He breaks it down in front of himself. It's caught again by James Torr. He gets no free. He gets tackled there. Surely that's off the ground. Referee says no. It's cleared by Keith Keoghan, who launches the ball high and long into Alan Douglas into the full back line. Brilliant piece of defending again by Tomás O'Connor, and Shane Conlon, who's back in his own half back line, will come to collect this, and he gives his clearance. He puts the ball in on top of Cian Huzzy, who we haven't actually seen just yet. Cian is beaten to the ball this time. Daniel Collins gets the ball. He goes to ground. Surely that was high, referee. Yes, he's going to stop it here for what looked like a pull across the helmet. Now, the referee has not put his hand up to say if this is a free or not. It looked like a foul from where I'm standing, but we'll have to wait and see what the referee says. Daniel was certainly in possession. Then the ball was cleared, and the referee blew his whistle. Now Daniel hit the ground. He will be fine. He's getting up again. But I wonder, has the referee adjudged this to be a Meath indirect free? He certainly hasn't pointed towards the posts. I don't see Shane Conway working out either. Meath still have the ball in their hand, and Daniel's getting attention here. It's been a lively start, very lively start here at Park Thalton. 20 minutes gone. It's Meath 7 points, Kerry 7 points. Daniel is up and he's walking and he's fine. And the captain, who starts today, of course, he after picking up an injury, he missed the down game that day inside Nosson Stack Park, but he's here, he's in at centre forward today, and it's an indirect free for Meath. So this will be taken by their centre back Dara Kelly. He gives a long ball into the corner again. Out comes Eric Lean. Eric wins it first time. He breaks it down in front of himself. Heavy hit there on Paddy O'Connor by that would look like Aidan Gannon. Aidan Gannon's attacking now. He's in at the Kerry 21. He gives a flick ball across to Patrick Keneally, who catches it first time. He goes for the shot on the 13-metre line. He knocks it over the bar. Point for Keneally. Very heavy tackle here on Paddy O'Connor. It was a fair shoulder to shoulder by Adam. I said Aidan. It was actually Adam Gannon. My apologies. Adam Gannon. A very heavy tackle on Paddy. It was fair though. It was shoulder to shoulder, and I see Donegal Walsh and Kevin Hannafin, they're just checking, the Kerry physios just checking here on Paddy. I'm sure the man is absolutely tough as nails. I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine, but it is he does look like he needs maybe a drop of water. He's certainly got a very heavy hit there. He's up, he's fine, he's back in midfield, he's marching out, and he's already looking for the ball. Puck out to come from John B. O'Halloran. Meath lead 8 points to 7 after 21 minutes. Long ball again from John B. down the same right hand side on top of Mikey Boyle. Up goes Mikey, misses it first time. Ball goes straight through to Cian Huzzy. Cian Huzzy gets on it for the first time, and it's a foul. Absolutely brilliant from Cian Huzzy. He took his time, he saw the foul coming, and he's fouled just on the 45-metre line, about 6 metres to the right of the post. Shane Conway again will take this. Brilliant piece of work there from the St. Brennan's man, Cian Huzzy, who snapped up the breaking ball. To be fair, Meath have been kind of cleaning up a lot of the dirty ball, as we call it, in and around the ground, but brilliant piece of play there. Mikey Boyle came out just over his head, dropped in front of Cian, and he got it into his hand first time, and he was fouled, and it's going to be a free here. Shane Conway to take this, what's probably going to be his 7th point. He's just outside the 45-metre line, maybe 20 metres in from the sideline. He lifts, he strikes it through straight over the black spot. Another score for Shane Conway, and that means after 22 minutes of play here in Park Thalton, it's Meath 8 points, Kerry 8 points. Draw game again, so it looks like Kerry certainly, we all the talk before this game that Kerry should be coming up here to get the win. They certainly won't be easy today. Long ball again from Charlie Ennis, goes down. Jason Diggins bats it down in front of him. Paddy O'Connor wins the ball on the ground. Lovely from Paddy, the Kilmoyley man. He's coming out of defence. He gives a hand pass out. Looks like himself and Daniel Collins, his clubmate, got their wires crossed, and Meath come out of defence with this again. This time it's Ian Birmingham again, who's been getting out a whole pile of ball. It has to be said. He gets half hooked inside. Shane Conway's back in his half back line again, wearing 14. He bursts out out with the ball, brilliant from Shane Conway, pop pass to Paulie O'Connor, who's on the attack again. Paulie gives a long high ball in the top of Padraig Boyle, who's surrounded by Meath men. It's an easy take for the full-back Shane Whitty, who takes that ball, he hand passes it out to the sideline, out towards James Toher, and he starts the Meath attack again into the corner forward position. Eric Lean, brilliant once again. That's 3 or 4 now that Eric has batted down, but the broken ball is won on the ground this time by Adam Gannon, who's now still in possession. An absolutely good call from the referee. He took too many steps, he took a left, he took a right, he came back again, and he overcarried, and it's going to be a free out to Kerry. Now I just see Eric Lean has dropped to his knee here, has taken off the helmet. Looks like maybe he might just need a small bit of attention. Good start from Eric though. He's obviously named to the start. He's wearing 21 on his back in the Kerry blue jerseys, and he looks to be fine. He's just been checked on by Kerry physio and football legend Donncha Walsh. Just double checking here as Jason Diggins is going to take this free, but brilliant work from Eric Lean. He's broken down 3 or 4 balls so far, and he's going well. Jason Diggins gives a low ball into the corner. This time out comes Cian Huzzy again. It goes past himself and his man, which is Jeremy Murphy, and it's cleared this time. Meath win it, and they knock it out here to the half forward of Mark O'Sullivan. Mark gets the ball into his hand. He launches a long ball in on top of the full forward again. It's in on top of Alan Douglas, who's beaten by Tomás O'Connor. Tomás hand passes it out to Jason Diggins, and Jason Diggins starts the attack again. Another low ball into the corner, this time in on top of Cian Huzzy and Padraig Boyle. They both go over the same ball, they both miss the same ball, and Jeremy Murphy, the cornerback, clears his lines. He gives it to Shane Whitty, the fullback, who launches it long again. This time in on top of Tomás O'Connor. He's beaten to it this time though, and it's Alan Douglas on the ball. He strikes it from the 21, he lifts it and he puts it over the bar, and he was on his own for that strike. So that's the score from Alan Douglas, which makes it after 25 minutes here in Park Thalton. It's Meath 9 points, Kerry 8 points. John B. O'Halloran, the Kilmoyley man, with the ball in his hand once again. He's come out to this right hand side quite a lot. He goes to the left this time, out on top of it looks like Shane Nolan is out there this time, and Brendan O'Leary with him as well. Ball breaks down, hard hit there, charging, says the referee. I think he was probably fair. It was Conor O'Keefe going in on top of that, and it was a hard hit. Quick ball taken by Shane Nolan. He launches it over to the top, in the top of Mikey Boyle. He's in on top of the 21. He's into the 13-metre line. It's Mikey Boyle, and the ball shot. Brilliant block from Meath. Super block there. It was James Tower got all the way back. Boyle still on possession though. Gives it across the 21 to Daniel Collins, and the Kilmoyley man, no mistake, puts it over the bar. The goal was on, but it was a brilliant piece of defending. A great block there by James Toher, and they start the attack again. Mikey Boyle, excellent there. Great vision from Shane Nolan as well for the quick free over the top, and a score finishing with Daniel Collins. It's 9 points apiece again. It's a draw here again after 25 minutes in Park Thalton. Charlie Ennis, the Meath goalkeeper, goes long. He puts it in on top of the 45. Evan Murphy comes. He sticks with his man. This time it's Jack Regan, the free taker, centre forward. He puts it just inside the left-hand post, and it's gone over the bar. Well, actually, I'm looking here. It did look like a score to me, I have to say. 2 umpires had a bit of a chat, bit of a nod. Referee says yeah, puts the flag up, and it's a score for Jack Regan from play from his left hand side, just inside the left hand post. Meath take the lead again, 10 points to 9. It's a long ball again. John B goes long this time. It's a fine puck out all the way down to the 21. It comes back out to the 45. Shane Nolan in possession now. Shane has time. He looks up, he takes the touch, he puts it on for his left hand shoulder. Does it go over? Umpires agree. Shane Nolan with a fine score from play. Well done, Shane Nolan. It was a fine touch, and he had plenty of time to do it, and it's a draw again. 26 minutes gone. It's Meath 10 points, Kerry 10 points. Charlie Ennis goes short this time to a centre back. That's Dara Kelly. Dara Kelly gets it just inside the 45, and he puts it long down into the left hand corner here, and again Alan Douglas comes out, shadowed by Eric Lean. Eric Lean, brilliant piece of defence by Eric. That's the 4th ball he's won, and he launches a long ball down into the half forward, and again up goes Michael Boyle. Michael misses it. It bounces perfectly for the Shane Nolan. Shane Nolan's on the 21. It's Shane Nolan, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, pops it inside. This time Cian Huzzy, and it's a goal! Super goal, brilliant piece of work by Shane Nolan. He did all the hard work. He took it on from 3 Meath men. He popped the left hand pass in over his shoulder to Cian Huzzy, the St Brennan's man, who made absolutely no mistake, pulled in the first time, buried it into the corner of the net, and after 26 and a half minutes here, it's Kerry lead, 110 to 10 points, and the ball is struck out again by Charlie Ennis. It goes down, it goes into the 13-metre line. It's a chase, a foot race here by Evan Murphy. He gets the first to cause him, man. It's a lovely piece of work here from Conor O'Keefe, who gives a hand pass out, and it's Fionn McAsee trying to clear his lines. Up the line he goes to Brendan O'Leary, who launches it long. There's nobody there for that though. Foot race on again here for Shane Nolan, who did really well for that goal there. It's won though this time by Stephen Morris in midfield. Stephen pops it to James Toher. His midfield partner goes back to him again. It's Meath on the attack. They're 65 metres from goal. This time it's Patrick Kennedy who's been on a lot of ball. He pops a hand pass over the top. It's a silly, wasteful hand pass. The Hail Marys, they call it. Conor O'Keefe from McDonagh knocks it out to Paddy O'Connor. They still haven't cleared their lines though. Eric Lean has joined in now as well. Conor O'Keefe and Paddy O'Connor wins it. Paddy O'Connor, of course, comes out with the ball. He's surely fouled the referee. Yes, the referee puts his arm up. Paddy O'Connor has been fouled. And again, nice piece of defensive work there by Conor O'Keefe from McDonagh and Eric Lean involved. And Paddy eventually winning the free. Now, Patrick Boyle is all the way back in his own half back line. Is he going to take this free? It certainly looks like it. He's inside his own 45, Patrick Boyle. Not really sure why or how he ended up back there, but he's going to take this free either way. He's a fine free taker, the Ballyduff man, but he's going to strike this from what looks like about 80 metres or so. He takes a quick one though, goes to Paddy O'Connor, back to Patrick Boyle again. He's on the his own 65. He takes a shot off his left. He launches it high, he launches it long, and he launches it over the bar. Fantastic score from Patrick Boyle. His second point of the game. Absolutely super score from his own 65, just inside it in fact. And again, great vision there to take the short free to Paddy O'Connor. It's a short puck out this time from Charlie Innes. He goes to his captain, and that is Sean Geraghty, who launches the high ball in on top of Patrick Boyle again, still inside his own half back line. Brendan O'Leary too. There doesn't seem to be too many Kerry forwards up there. Daniel Collins is there, Mikey Boyle is there, and he goes up and he gets surrounded by two players. There's a helmet off here. I think there was an accidental collision. There was actually, it could have been his own man in fact actually. Michael Boyle went up with two Meath men. I think the two Meath men actually clashed. One of them was down. I can't see the number in the jersey from here as he's down, but the helmet came straight off. I see a lot of fellas taking a breath here. It's been absolutely excellent hurling from both sides, to be fair, but it's been 90 miles an hour. There's been no let up in play. It's been very physical. There's been a lot of tackles going in. A lot of bodies, I'm sure, will be quite sore as they head into the half-time break, but after 29 minutes here at Park Thalton, Kerry do have the lead, 111 to 10 points. It's not entirely sure which player is down. I see, is there a signal possibly for a substitution? He took his helmet off fairly quick. He took his helmet off straight away, and that tells me that he's obviously he could be badly hurt. I wonder, is there a signal coming up? There doesn't seem to be any action on the Meath bench here. Both benches are down here in front of us. There's, as I said, there's a good crowd here. I think we're allowed for 500. There's probably the bones of 100 plus here, and there is a few Kerry contingents. I see plenty of Kerry jerseys and Kerry tops in the crowd. There's a good gang down in front of me. A couple of St Brendan's people as well who I met out in St Brendan's last night at a County League game. But so they have made the trip up, a long old trip up, a fine trip up mind you, because the weather was quite nice today. It's still perfect conditions now. As I talk about the weather, actually, we spoke very early on about the weather conditions and the breeze, and the breeze has slightly picked up for Meath, who are playing from right to left as we see it into the hospital end of Park Thalton. Not much now mind you, it's only a very, very slight breeze. Now, it looks like it could actually be a change of helmet. That's what's happening here. I see the Muir come on for Meath has run on with a new helmet. Now I still can't make out which Meath player it actually was, but it looks like it's actually the helmet is broken, and that was what the delay was. That's where the signal looked like he was waving for somebody to come on as a sub, but in fact he was trying to get a new helmet. So after half an hour of play here, 5 or 6 minutes before we get to the half-time break. Remember, Westmeath await in the Joe McDonagh Cup final next Saturday in Croke Park. A draw or a win for Kerry means that they will face them in their second Joe McDonagh final in 2 years. Obviously, remember, we played that historic All-Ireland final back at Christmas. Can you believe it? Well, here we are at Park Thalton in the middle of the summer with crowds back at games, and it certainly is good to hear crowds back at games as well. Referee threw the ball in this time, probably a fair decision. Game is back on. Daniel Collins Backley there. Daniel Collins gets it up first time. You hand pass it out to Patrick Boyle, who goes for it again. Looks like this is going to drop short. This time it's going to drop in the top of Keane Huzzy. Huzzy gets his hands with Keane Huzzy again. He's in. Brilliant save from Charlie Ennis, the goalkeeper. That was a point blank shot from the St Brendan's man, and a superb save from Charlie Ennis, and it's a free out to Meath. It's a 65 in fact. It's a ball gone out over the line, but what a ball in. It was dropping short after a shot from Patrick Boyle. He mishit it, but alive to it was Keane Huzzy. Fantastic catch. He's beaten the ground. He knows that was a really good goal scoring chance, but credit where it's due. What a save from Charlie Ennis, point blank. Brilliant save from him, and it's a 65 to be taken by Shane Conway right in front of the posts, and it's this will surely add to the scoreline again of 111 so far to 10 points of Kerry leading, of course. This will hopefully make it 112, but that's two fine pieces of work now by Keane Huzzy in the last 10 minutes. He's really come into it in this second quarter. Shane strikes the 65. It's long, it's over the bar, and it's another score for Kerry. That makes it 1-12 to Kerry, 10 points to Meath in this Joe McDonagh Cup game, brought to you by Ardford Furniture, Foley's Gala Express, the Crosslicks. 32 minutes gone now. Puck out comes from Charlie Ennis, and it's a long ball in on top of the full forward again, Alan Douglas. He's beaten this time to it. He's beaten Tomás O'Connor this time. He does take a shot off his left and he puts it over the bar. It's a great score, in fairness. He was facing away from the goal as he hit that, and it's a fine score for the full forward. He got out in front of Tomás O'Connor, hits it off his right hand side, and he puts it straight over the bar, and it's another score for Meath. John B. O'Halloran takes this puck out. 1-12 to Kerry, 11 points to Meath. Long down to the left hand side again. Up goes Padraig Boyle. It's caught this time. Magnificent catch, to be fair, by Dara Kelly, the Meath centre back. He hands it out here to James Torr. He gives it back inside, this time to his half back, and it's his half forward Ian Birmingham, who puts the ball right across the face of the goal. It's Eric Lean though on his own. Eric is getting on a whole pile of ball. Eric takes it up. He gives it long down the field. He puts probably a little bit too much on that. It goes over to the head of Shane Nolan, who will be beaten to it by his man Stephen Morris in midfield. Stephen Morris clears his lines. He puts it across to his midfield partner James Toher, who also puts the ball long and hard in on top of it'll be Evan Murphy's going to get to this. Is Evan going to see it out over the line? He's not. He's after getting there first. Surely that's a foul. Referee says no, and this time comes away with it is Adam Gannon, who somehow manages to get that up into his hand. He's after taking a lot of steps here, but he's still going. He hand passes across Stephen Norris, the midfielder, who gets dispossessed by Tomás O'Connor. One piece of work by the Crotta man, and Tomás O'Connor comes away with the ball. It's still Tomás. He gives a long ball down here to the sideline, this time to Conor O'Keefe from Lixnaw. Conor gets it up. He's looking for a man to hit it to. He goes off his left hand side. He pops it over his shoulder. Not really many Kerry men there. He puts it into 3 Meath men. It's time it's hand passed out here to the halfback. That's Keith Kyogan. Dispossessed brilliantly by Paddy O'Connor. Now Paddy O'Connor's on the ball. He's inside the 45. He puts a lovely ball in the top. Oh, he just inside the wrong side of Padraig Boyle, who switched over to the left hand corner. He was unlucky there. The idea was right, but the ball has come back here again. Brendan O'Leary inside his own half back line gives a short ball in midfield to Paddy O'Connor. Paddy has it here. He hand passes outside to Shane Conway. It's dispossessed though. It was probably Shane wasn't even looking at that, to be fair. It was probably a sneaky hand pass. It was never going to work, and he was dispossessed. And credit to Shane Conway. He gets back and he re-dispossesses the cornerback who was following them all the way out, which is the Meath captain Sean Gersey, but it has gone out over the sideline for a Meath sideline cut. Well done Shane Conway. It certainly didn't give up the chase, and he flicked it out, and it's a sideline cut here just outside Kerry's 45 from Meath, and it'll be taken by their midfielder James Toher. Now Toher, he's having a look inside. He gave one lovely long one already into the corner. He puts it in. It's a fine ball right in all the way across the square. It's a great catch inside. He's right inside the square. Brilliant catch by Alan Douglas, and Stephen Morris, the midfielder, comes in. Referee puts his arms up, and it's a penalty. A Meath penalty. He's judged to Brendan O'Leary to have fouled him inside in the rectangle. I think it probably is a fair call, to be fair. There might have even been a penalty shout before that as the ball had come in. It was in fact Adam Gannon who got a lovely catch on that. It was a long sideline cut, came in from James Toher. He gave a fine ball right across the Kerry square. He caught the ball up over Tomás O'Connor's head, and he probably was fouled. Referee was given a look to give the advantage. It's a yellow card here now for Tomás O'Connor as well, and it's a penalty to Meath after a second foul by Brendan O'Leary it was that time. And it's going to be taken by Jack Regan, the free taker. It's Jack Regan versus Kilmoyle's John B. O'Halloran. He lifts, he strikes. It's a save, brilliant save, super save by John B. He hit it at a good height for him. He still had a lot of work to do. Down to John B's right hand side. He gets the save. It goes out for a 65. Fantastic work by the Kilmoyle man. Brilliant save by the Kerry goalkeeper, and that'll certainly give us full backline a huge load of confidence. That would have brought it back to a point. It's still, after 35 minutes of play, it's Meath 11 points, Kerry in the lead on 1-12. What a fantastic penalty save by John B. O'Halloran. I see down in front of me the fourth official holding up the board. It'll be 4 minutes of added time into this first half. So 4 minutes. We're on the 35th minute as it is. Jack Regan, the man who just missed that penalty, is going to take this 65. Bit of drama here towards the end of the first half. Regan lifts it, he strikes it, and he puts it over the bar. A consolation point, in fairness, and what was a pretty it was a rocket of a shot, but a fantastic save, to be fair, at a good height for John B, and he made a fantastic save. Kerry still in it. Absolutely super stuff from the defence there after that penalty. Now John B is given a long hard ball down here. It's touched by the Meath full-back Shane Whitty, who puts it out over the sideline, and this will be a sideline cut to Kerry. You would imagine Shane Conway territory. Now it's right inside. It's about 30 metres from goal. Right out on the sideline, obviously, for the sideline cut, but well done again to John B. O'Halloran. Fantastic penalty save there, and he concedes just a point instead of a goal. So Shane Conway takes this sideline cut. It's a long ball. It's all the way towards the post. It's just gone to the right and wide. Unlucky Shane Conway. Certainly had the legs, and I believe that is Shane's first wide of the day. But it's a fantastic sideline cut. Sadly trailed off to the right. Charlie Ennis gives a long ball down here to our left-hand side, and it comes out again to Alan Douglas. Lovely touch. He takes it away from Jason Diggins. He finds his centre-back, Dara Kelly, again beginning on a pile of ball. Dara launches it long into the corner here. Again in the top of Adam Gannon, the man who was responsible for that. Eric Lean seems to have switched over on top of him now. Lean does a really good job. Lean wins the ball. He kicks it out to Fionnán Mackesy, his clubmate. Fionnán Mackesy takes on the shoulder, and he has plenty of space, and he clears his lines. He puts the ball up here again, though falls straight into the hands of Dara Kelly, his opposite number. He puts the ball into the left hand side again. This time it's Evan Murphy's going to get there on this one. Murphy indeed does the causing man, and he breaks out of defence. Brilliant from Evan Murphy. Takes on 2, takes on 3, and he gets out of his defence. He's caught it too many times though. He has not. He pan passes it to Shane Nolan. Shane Nolan goes back to Evan Murphy, and there's a lot of lateral passing here, a lot of messing around. Clear the ball, lads, says the man, and Tomás O'Connor comes out. He's surely fouled. Referee says no. Tomás O'Connor still going, and Kerry are still playing in the same triangle. Paudie O'Connor though, he gets it, does great work, and puts the ball into the full forward line. Now in the top of Cian Huzzy, he's surrounded by 2 Meath men. He does very well, but he mishits it, and Dara Kelly, the centre back, goes back, and he has time to pick out a spot and clear his lines. This time it's back up in front of Adam Gannon again. This time Eric Lean marking him. Eric does great to break it down once again. That's 4 times he's done that. He hits it out here though, and it's only a Meath man has it. Shane Conway does a great bit of work with his man, and he misses it though, and it comes across again to the full forward, and that is Alan Douglas, who takes a shot from just inside the 65, and he puts it over the bar. That's his 3rd point. Great piece of play and great piece of defending by Kerry, but there was no free Kerry man once that ball was cleared, and he found a lovely score just inside the 65. John B. O'Halloran is going to take this. It's now Kerry 112, Meath 13 points after 38 minutes. 4 minutes added on, remember, in this first half. Ball comes out to Padraig Boyle. Lovely touch from Padraig Boyle. He doesn't get up into the hand first time. He's in there with Jason Diggins as a ruck form, but Meath cleared their lines. Ball comes out here to Shane Nolan. Shane kicks it first time. He gives a low ball into Daniel Collins. Daniel takes it on. It's cleared though, and it's a pull right across Daniel Collins' foot, right in front of the referee by Shane Whitty, the full-back, and there was no need because he was actually away with the ball, but it's going to be a free here to Kerry. This is surely going to be the last action of the first half. It's on the 45 metre line, about maybe 15 metres in from the sideline here as we're looking at it, and Shane Conway is going to take this. He hasn't missed a free just yet, only a sideline cut in fairness to him, but Shane has been playing, covering a lot of ground as well. He's wearing 14, but he's certainly not playing at a full forward, and that was a silly foul to give away. Danny Collins did very well, and the fullback Shane Whitty gives that foul away, but Shane Conway has this free. It's 39 minutes is now on the clock, so I'm assuming this is going to be the last action. Shane, he bends, he lifts, he strikes the next man, and he puts it right over the post, right over the black spot, right over the bar. Another score for Shane Conway, and he's been certainly deadly from frees. Charlie Ennis, the referee, says play on. He gives a puck out. He goes straight down to his right hand side. Free man there is James Kelly, the halfback, who takes a long shot in right into the corner. It's kept in play by Alan Douglas. It's taken away by Evan Murphy, who passes it to Fionnán Mackesy. He gives a short hand pass to Tomás O'Connor. Out of defence he comes, and that is the half time whistle. Kerry certainly having to their 6 backs, credit has to be given to them. They have been defending. There's been a lot of ball has gone in there, and this certainly has been a very entertaining first half, it has to be said, in front of a good few here in Park Thalton in this Joe McDonagh Cup game. A win for Kerry will see them play Westmeath next week in Croke Park in the Joe McDonagh final, but after a pulsating, it has to be said, and certainly a lot of energy from both teams. Kerry of course wearing the all blue and Meath wearing the all 11. It's going in at half time, and there's a goal between them. It's Meath 13 points, Kerry 113. Second half will be brought to you with thanks to Ardfur Furniture and Foley's Gal Express. The Crosslicks now in a few minutes time, but for now we'll take a break. they've been brilliant into that. Oh, long, quick, short free taken, or quick free rather, taken by Shane Conway into the corner. Cian Huzzy comes out, he picks it up first time, and Huzzy over his left hand shoulder gives the thumbs up to Shane Conway as he puts that over the bar. Brilliant score by Cian Huzzy, who got a wonderful goal in that first half as well. It's 2 minutes in the second half gone. It's Kerry 114, Meath 13 points. Game today brought to you by Foley's Gal Express, the Crosslick Snap and Ardford Furniture. Another puck up from Charlie Ennis, who's going from the hospital end down to the town end. He goes down left, his ball is broken down by Conor O'Keefe, and it's won here in midfield again by James Toher, who's been pulled back by Paddy O'Connor, and it's a free to Meath just inside the 65 metre line and about 6 metres in from the sideline. It's going to be taken, I think, by Jack Regan, who's come out from centre forward. He's the man who missed that penalty in the first half after a brilliant save by John B. O'Halloran from Kilmoyley. But it's Jack Regan, who has, to be fair, he scored 6 himself already today, including a 65. He takes this, he strikes it, and it's gone over the bar. Good score from Jack Regan to get Meath's first score of the second half. It's now Meath 14 points, Kerry in the lead, 1-14 after 2.5 minutes of the second half. John B. has the ball in hand as he looks up the field. Remember, Maurice O'Connor is coming into the corner. He's got into the full forward line in place of Daniel Collins, who's come off, and Brendan O'Leary, who's still warming up below. He is sin-binned. He's got another few minutes to go on that. Ball comes down to Maurice O'Connor. He flicks it outside to Padraig Boyle, who in turn gives it out to Conor O'Keefe. Conor O'Keefe has it in his hand. He takes a shot from his from the 45. Is this dropping to the right and wide? It is. It's another wide for Kerry. Unlucky there for Conor O'Keefe. He was under pressure by 2 Meath men, and it's going to be another puck out here for Charlie Ennis, who's been a busy man, as I said today. The Meath goalkeeper takes a shot to his centre back this time, Dara Kelly, who also got on a pile of ball in the first half, cleaning up in the half back line. He gives a long ball into the corner here. Out comes Alan Douglas, the full forward in front of Tomás O'Connor. He goes off his right hand side, he puts it straight over the post and over the bar. Meath certainly mean business. It's been a very entertaining first half. Well, we're into the second half, and there's only 2 between them. Good score from Alan Douglas, who've got was found by his centre back Dara Kelly, and Meath put a score on the board. Meath 15 points, Kerry 114. John B looks out the field again. Where's he going to go this time? He tried to find Mikey Boyle quite a bit in that second half. It looks like he's going to continue that, because he's put this all the way down on top of the Meath 21. Up goes Michael Boyle's hand. He just misses bricks behind him. He loses the stick. He kicks it in front of himself. He's still oh, good defence from Dara Kelly, who pulls in the ball. Doesn't pull on the man, in fairness, and Meath come away with it again out of their half back line. This time it's Keith Keoghan. He puts the ball down the right hand side into his centre forward Jack Regan, who's lying on the ball for now. Mackesy doing his best to poke the ball out. Mackesy does brilliantly well. Mackesy gets the ball up into his hand. That's absolutely outstanding from the St Brennan's man, who gives a hand pass to Paddy O'Connor. Paddy, a little bit wasteful. He gets surrounded by 2 Meath men and loses it. This time it's Patrick Keneally, who's gunning on a lot of ball in the first half as well. He puts the ball into his opposite corner, and that's Adam Gannon. Adam Gannon comes out. He takes the ball across the 45 metre line, and this time it's to the wing forward Ian Birmingham. Birmingham takes it off his left hand side. He takes a shot, and it's gone over the bar. Yeah, it's a good score. Umpires had a quick look to see, was it inside the post? It was indeed inside the post, and that brings it to a point game. It's by the minimum. Kerry 114, Meath 16 points after nearly 5 minutes of the second half. Good score from Ian Birmingham. John B. O'Halloran from Kilmoyley has the ball. He launches it down again. Great puck out, in fairness, down to the 21 of Meath. In between Mikey Boyle and Cian Huzzy. They both miss it. Dara Kelly, the centre back, he gets the ball in his hand and he clears it up the line again. Fanon Mackesy is going to win the foot race here. It's he's surrounded. That's surely a foul. Referee says no. Mackesy's still on the ball. He hand passes Devin Murphy. Murphy breaks the tackle and he's coming out of the half back line. Murphy drops the ball though, and he's surrounded this time by Jack Regan. Murphy does very well to cause him to win that back. Surely that's a free. He says no. This time Conor O'Keefe comes in from McDonagh. He's trying to get the ball up beside the ruck, and it goes back to Fanon Mackesy, and Mackesy will clear his lines. He goes across to Shane Nolan. Shane Nolan inside his own D. Shane has a look up. He puts it out to the right hand side. Ball, perfect ball up to Padraig Boyle. Padraig Boyle from Ballyduff wins it. He's just outside the 65. He goes crossfield with his left hand side. It's going to bounce up to Maurice O'Connor. Cian Huzzy there as well. Huzzy gets to it first. Huzzy flicks it up. It's into his hand. No, he drops it. Is it out over the line? It's not, says the umpire. Not, says the linesman. Huzzy's hit from behind. That's surely a foul, but Meath clear the lines again. Ger Murphy, the cornerback, who's also been quite prevalent in the first half. He comes down. Evan Murphy from Causeway. Brilliant work from the Causeway man. He does a flick around his man. He hand passes it out here, or he gives a puck out here to Paddy O'Connor, and now it's Conor O'Keefe. Surely that's in the back. Referee says no. There's a ruck formed here right in front of us on the sideline. We're in the middle of the pitch, halfway out, I should say, between the two 65s. Paddy O'Connor gets the ball off the ground and he hand passes out to Shane Nolan. Nolan pulls it the first time. He misses it, and it's a line ball for Meath. It's absolutely end-to-end stuff here. Both teams going at it hammer and tongs. It's very physical, and the line ball to be taken by Meath by Jack Regan from the centre forward. That's Brendan O'Leary's now back in, so that's Brendan. The sin bin is up. The 10 minutes he got for the penalty incident in the first, just toward the end of the first half. Brendan back in, Kerry back to 15. This has been a very, very pulsating and physical game by both teams going at it. Points still between the teams. 6.5 minutes gone. Sideline cut comes in. It goes into Alan Douglas, who comes in by Tomás O'Connor, and Douglas, there's no mistake. Tomás was very lucky not to get the block in there, but credit where it's due. Douglas puts it over the bar again. I believe that is his 5th point. He looks to be hurt though. He looks maybe, I think Tomás might have followed through totally accidentally, in fairness, as he comes in, and he's maybe going to get a small bit of attention here from the physio. He's telling John B to hold, while Alan Douglas, I think we all need to get our breath after that. A fantastic piece of play by Meath, who certainly by no means are making this easy. It's a level game here. 7 minutes gone in Park Tolton. It's Meath 17 points, Kerry 114. The goal coming from Cian Huzzy in the first half. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And remember, John B O'Halloran from Kilmoyle made a super save from the penalty spot as well, when Jack Regan went low to the keeper's right hand side. John B put it out for a 65, and they took the point instead. Alan Douglas is back up after a small bit of attention, and the game can resume. Draw, 7.5 minutes gone. John B with the ball in his hand. He's going to go along here again, surely. He doesn't. He goes just over into the half back line. Conor O'Keefe puts the hand up. Conor catches the Lixnaw man. He's surely fouled. Referee says no. Hand passes it back. Evan Murphy gives it on, and it goes into the hand of Brendan O'Leary. Brendan on the attack. He's blocked down in midfield by the half forward of Mark O'Sullivan. Mark O'Sullivan gives it back to his Alan, or to his full forward, who's Alan Douglas, who's out here. He gives it to Adam Gannon over in the left hand corner. He comes all the way out towards the 45, surrounded by Eric Lean and Jason Diggins. He digs one way, he goes the other way, he goes back to his right again. Ball hops in front of him. Eric Lean does brilliantly well, cleans it up, hand pass back to Fionn Mackesy, and Mackesy can clear his lines. He goes long from the half back line all the way up over Mikey Boyle's head, too far over Mikey Boyle's head, and it's cleaned by his man. Now it comes back out here to Alan Douglas, who's been on a pile of ball here in the start of the second half. Douglas, free on his own, can take a shot on goals. It goes to the left and wide. That's a poor miss, seeing as he was under no pressure whatsoever. He was out here on the 65, and it goes to the left and wide. Now it looks like Adam Gannon, the corner forward from Meath, is down. He's going to get a bit of attention here. Referee tells John B O'Halloran, hold your puck. I see down in front of me here Brian Murphy, the Causeway man. Brian, as we know, Kerry's full-back all through last year, played centre forward for Causeway during the championship, and he came on in the last game against Down also in the half-forward line. But I just see Brian is warming up. He's ready to come in here now. John McCarthy hands the referee's assistant the old slip of paper, and Brian is ready to come in. Now, who's he going to come in for as the next thing? We'll see the board go up shortly here. Brian Murphy, great to see Brian back, of course, after his injury last year, midway through the Joe McDonagh in the Antrim game up in Casement Park. It looks like he's going to go in corner back, in fairness. Okay then, so Brian Murphy, the Causman, is going to go in alongside his brother. He's going to replace Tomás O'Connor. Tomás O'Connor, Crottoneil's man, who also had 2 injuries this year during the National League. It's great to see Tomás back as well, but that's Tomás Day done. Brian has gone straight into that full back line. He's got in the top of Patrick Keneally, who's been getting on a pile of ball, and Brian has replaced Tomás O'Connor, who gets a hands up and the thumbs up signal from Fintan O'Connor. Well done, Tomás. A good shift today, hard job in fairness. It's a very lively full forward, but Brian Murphy is in. Right, long ball from John B O'Halloran, down on top of Brendan O'Leary. Hand goes up, he misses it, it drops in front. It's going to be a Meath possession into the half forward, and again Douglas again, who's getting on a lot of ball. He comes out and wins it again, takes it, a brilliant block by Eric Lean, the St. Brendan's man. He's now been it's still Douglas on the ball. He's been surrounded by Shane Conway. Conway does brilliantly well. He forces a pass back out. Meath come across the 65. James Toher is there. Is Paddy Conor going to get the first? He's not. Toher takes a shot. He's on the 45 and just inside the 45, outside the D, and James Toher, the midfielder, has put the ball over the bar, and for the first time since midway through the second half, Meath take the lead. It's Meath 18 points, Kerry 114, 10 minutes gone in the second half. John B O'Halloran gives a short puck out to Jason Diggins. Jason Diggins crosses into the Meath half. He goes up over the 65. He launches it down in front of Morris O'Connor. Morris, of course, with serious pace, comes out. He's miles ahead of Shane Whitty in at fullback. Morris wins the ball, gives a poor pass though inside. He was looking for Mikey Boyle, and it's cleaned and cleared out by Keith Keoghan, the half back. He gives the ball inside to midfield. It comes back here again to James Toher, who's just after getting that score. He comes back out to the half back of Keith Keoghan. Keith Keoghan on the ball now, blocked down. He's not. He's half blocked by Conor O'Keefe. This time it comes down in front of, that's surely a foul. It is indeed a foul. Brian Murphy's first interaction. He wins the ball in front of his man. Patrick Keneally fouls him. Brilliant piece of work from Brian Murphy. He wins his free, and it's out here. It's between the 65 and the 45, but it's only a couple of metres in from the sideline. Shane Conway's going to take this. We've seen Shane put these over plenty of times, but this is a fair old distance from the Meath goal. But Shane is going to give this a crack. It's 11 minutes gone. Still Meath lead by a point, 18 points to 114. Shane Conway is on this free. So he's just 4 metres in from the sideline between the 45 and the 65. He lifts, he strikes. He certainly has the distance. Has he got the accuracy? It looks like it's going to the right. It's going all the way to the right. And it's still in play. It's brought back into play by Cian Huzzy. It's the centre back though, clears it. And it's Meath come away with it again. Up to the line it goes. Ian Birmingham, the half forward, wins it. He pulls it across, right across the middle of the goal. Paul O'Connor makes a foot race. He makes it there first. It's still being scooped inside there though, this time by Sean Geraghty, the cornerback, the captain who followed Shane Conway all the way out. Conway's on the ball again. He hops it down in front of himself. He's gone. He's got the pace. He's certainly going to beat his man to this. He's surely fouled. He absolutely is. Referee puts his hand up, and that was a professional foul if there could be such a thing in hurling. He took his man out. That was Darragh Kelly, the centre back, because there was only one thing going to be happening there. That was Shane Conway going straight through. Shane has now gone down. He's on one knee. He's just got to wait and take his time, take a bit of attention here as well. Surely it's just outside the 45 of Meath. It's maybe 2 or 3 metres to the left of the post. Shane's going to take this himself. He's back up on his feet. He takes his breath. He's perfectly fine, and he will take this free. So this will be to level things up again. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Meath lead by a point. This has certainly been by no means an easy game for Kerry. They have been, it's a very physical game. They're both at it. Both teams hammer and tongs, as I've said earlier, and they're both going at this. I see a sub. Sean Quigley from Meath is about to come on. We'll see who he comes on for just in a minute. Referee having a word with a couple of players inside. Has his umpire called his attention to something? I just see the referee walking in now, gone beyond the 21. He's certainly told Shane Conway to take it. Now, Darragh Kelly, the centre back, who did foul Shane Conway there, he's now having a word. It's a yellow card for Darragh Kelly, and it was quite a high tackle on Shane Conway, so Kelly gets himself a yellow card. Maybe the referee took his time over that, but anyway, he's got the yellow card nonetheless. Shane, whistle blows. Shane is just outside the 45 of the Lixnaw man. Scored a rake of frees already in this game, and he lifts, he strikes, and he puts it over the bar. Another good score for Shane Conway. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points today for Shane Conway. I think 8 from frees. Super work. So the man who's been getting a lot of ball all day, Patrick Keneally, has now been replaced by Sean Quigley, number 26 from Meath. He's gone in on top of Brian Murphy. So Brian is going to have a new man here. Brian's first touch, and Patrick Keneally goes off. Well done, Brian Murphy. So we'll see what happens here. Charlie Ennis, the Meath goalkeeper, with this puck out long down into the hand of Ian Birmingham, who plays it back to Keith Kyogan, who puts a silly ball into 3 Kerry players, and it's won by Brian Murphy, who hand passes it out to the right hand side to Paulie O'Connor. Paulie gives a long ball into Brendan O'Leary, drops it first time, surely taken out. Referee says no. Brendan has stayed down. Referee says play on, and Meath on the attack again. Now this is a good ball across. Is Eric Lean going to make this over his man Adam Gannon? He absolutely is. Absolute speed merchant that is Eric Lean. He wins his ball, he flicks it up, he gives a ball down the line, and this time to Michael Boyle, who picks it up and he hand passes it inside to Paulie O'Connor. Now Paulie back to Fanon Mackesy. Mackesy has a look up, he puts it into the corner. This time it goes in and drops in perfectly to Padraig Boyle. He leans off his left hand side, he's 45 yards out. Has he got that score? It's gone slightly to the right and to wide. That's a couple of wides now in the second half for Kerry. Now Brendan Leary's still down, and if my interpretation of Donnacha Walsh is correct, there is a signal of a change. He does that hand signal like travelling almost, but he says the change needs to be made. So who is going to be the man to replace him? I see Ballyheige's Michael Lean standing down there. He's got the bib off, and he's got the top off, and he's got the helmet on. So it looks like Brendan O'Leary, who was sin-binned in that first half of that penalty incident, he got a very heavy tackle there, in fairness. He's after taking, I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, but they're taking good care of him here, the 2 Kerry physios, Kevin and Paul and Donnacha, and Brendan O'Leary is about to be changed. So Michael Lean standing on the sideline. He's certainly not going to weaken this team any whatsoever. Michael probably unfortunate not to start and get his place in the team. He's been absolutely brilliant the past 2 seasons, all through last year and all through this year, playing both in the half forward line and in the half back line. But the Ballyheigue man is there, he's raring to go, he's jumping on the sideline, and he's only waiting on them to look after Brendan. Didn't exactly see where he got the belt, but in fairness to the 2 physios and the referee, they're taking good care of him here. He's just on the inside, just outside the Kerry 65. He takes a nice sip of water, but that is Brendan's day done. Well done, Brendan Leary. Good shift today. Alright, he did get the sin bin, but Brendan's been on a lot of ball. He's been breaking a lot of ball, and I'll be honest with you, they've got his arm wrapped up in the jersey, so we'll have to see what happens there. But obviously we've got the potential of a Joe McDonagh final to play next week, but Brendan is he looks to be in a lot of discomfort, I'll be honest with you, but Brendan has had, he's been on a lot of ball, he's been on a lot of heavy tackles today, but Michael Lean, the Ballyheigue man, is on. So Michael comes straight into that half-forward line. Charlie Ennis takes his puck out, he goes right down the middle of the field into the hand of Ian Birmingham. He comes out, he mishits it into Mikey Boyle's hand. Mikey goes, he takes a shot. Is this going to drop? It's going to go all the way and over the bar. Brilliant score from Michael Boyle, the Ballyduff man. I believe that's his first point of the game. Michael with no mistake, he was just inside the 65 and he lands it right over the black spot. Good score, so that makes it Kerry by a point. 16 minutes gone in this second half here in Park Talton. It's Kerry lead 116 to 18 points. This game brought to you by Foley's Gala Express, the Crosslick Stand, Artford Furniture. Long comes down, Shane Nolan wins it. Nolan hand passes to Paddy O'Connor. Paddy gives it, he's hooked very well there by Ian Birmingham. He wins it back though, and he gives it back out to Michael Boyle. Michael goes across field, this time into the brother's paw. Up goes Padraig Boyle, swings it off his right hand side and over the bar. Fantastic score from Padraig Boyle. No, drops to the left and wide. My apologies. I thought that looked as if it just creeped inside the left hand post. Another wide, but still Kerry lead by 1 after 16 minutes. Good indication there though from the two Boyle brothers. It's a bad puck out this time from Charlie Ennis, but Meath get away with it. Keith Keoghan wins it after a touch from Cian Huzzy. He drives it down and long into the half back line, who've really come into their own. Jason Diggins, Conor O'Keefe and Fionn Mackesy. That was Conor O'Keefe, pokes it outside to Michael Boyle. Boyle hand passes back inside, this time to Brian Murphy. Murphy will go long. Now where's this going to go? It's going slightly to the right and it's going to go all the way down. No, it kept in play by Padraig Boyle, still in play, but there's nobody there, only two Meath men, and it's going to be taken away by Shane Whitty, the full back, who finds a free Meath man over on the other side as well, and that is Stephen Morris, the midfielder drives it in long to Alan Douglas. Douglas comes out and catches in front of Evan Murphy. He's half hooked, but he mishits it, drops into the hand of John B. O'Halloran. John hand passes it out here to Paddy O'Connor. Paddy has a look up and he gives it across to the right hand side. He sees a free Shane Nolan. Shane catches it in the hand. Now Shane surely he's going to score from here, just inside the 65. Does he get it? It goes to the right and wide. That's 4 very poor wides in the second half of Kerry so far. Referee has his whistle in his hand, he blows it up, and that is the end of the third quarter. He's after no, it's not. Is it? Yes, he is blown for the water break. So, at the second water break, it's Kerry lead by 116 to Meath's 18 points. And certainly a very nervy second half by both teams. A couple of wides, 4 I believe. I'm trying to make it here, trying to do my maths and do my stats, and I think it's been 4 wides for Kerry in the opening part of this second half, and 3 to Meath. But certainly it's been a far more entertaining game than than some of the games we saw. I looked at the programme from this stage last year when Kerry played Meath and Notts Park in the Joe McDonagh Cup. That was an absolute wipeout for Kerry that totally dominated that day, but not getting their own way today. Now Kerry inside in the huddle, standing on their 45 as Meath go over to the sideline. Fintan O'Connor's inside, he's getting the troops going, they're having a nice word there. So as I look on, it certainly has been, as I said, a highly entertaining first half, and obviously now we're into the second half. Very good there, but unfortunate to see Brendan O'Leary go off. We wish Brendan well, and we hope that that's nothing too serious. He did look to be in some discomfort as he went off, but Brendan is a tough man, he's a tough cookie, and certainly Michael Lean is not going to weaken that. Morris O'Connor is in as well for Daniel Collins, and we have Brian Murphy, the other sub who's come on so far. He has replaced Tomas O'Connor. So the Kerry team are finished with their water break. Referee's back out in the middle of the field. It's going to be a puck out to Meath, who are still in their huddle down here to my left. They've now broken away and they're also heading back to their positions. It's been a very interesting game of hurling though, in the sense that they have gone at it. It hasn't really been let's call it a tactical masterclass. They've just gone at it and they've just played hurling. It's been pretty much 15 on 15 for a lot of it, but I just see a couple of free Meath men now as I open my mouth. Get the okay, so Shane Brennan has come in for James Kelly, as we just heard there in the announcements. Change there in the water break. Alright, Charlie Ennis with the puck, but he's gone long, he's gone down into the right hand side again. A lot of ball has shown down this wing all day. It's been won by Stephen Morris, who's now trying to attack, surrounded by 2 midfielders, Paddy and Shane Nolan. He hand passes inside to his midfield partner though, James Toher. Is that a high tackle? Referee says no. Ball is still inside, it's still alive for Meath inside. Sean Quigley, the new man in. He gets around, he pops it back out. Poor hand pass though. Conor O'Keefe from McDonagh comes out, wins a lovely ball, and Kerry come away with it again. Shane Conway inside in his own half back line. He launches it right inside to a perfect ball into Padraig Boyle. Padraig Boyle gets it up into the hand. He doesn't. He drops it, and it's Shane Whitty again, the full back, who's been very tightly marking him all day long. He clears his lines and he gives it to Dara Kelly. Dara Kelly gives a long ball down to the left hand side. It's Conor O'Keefe who's been fantastic, I have to say, the Lixnam, and he's been breaking a lot of ball around the half back line today for Kerry. He doesn't on this occasion though. He pops it back to Paddy O'Connor. Paddy gets a hand pass inside to Brian Murphy. Brian Murphy on his own will clear this on his own 45. He gives a long high ball down, or low ball down, into Morris O'Connor. Morris turns his man. Now Morris O'Connor, the Kilmaley man, is in the attack. Morris takes a shot. He pops it in. Is it going over the bar? The umpire says yes. Good score from Morris O'Connor. That's his first score of the second half. It was a lovely ball from Brian Murphy, and it's exactly what you expect the Kilmaley man to do. The player of the championship last year bounced perfectly into his hand. He turned his man and he was gone. Brilliant pace shown there by Morris, and he pops it over the bar. Short puck out this time from Charlie Ennis to his cornerback. That's Ger Murphy. Ger goes short down this sideline to Keith Keoghan, who this time goes high and long into the half back line of Kerry. Out comes Brian Murphy, not a bother, into that big left hand of his. He pops it into Michael Keane, his first touch. Michael has gone for a score. Has it gone over the black spot? It absolutely is. The Ballyheigue man with a wonderful score. Well done, Michael Lean. And it all came from a fantastic catch there by Brian Murphy. Brian came out, and it was very, very casual from Brian. Absolutely super catch. And he gives a pop pass to Michael Lean, who puts it over the bars. Change here again. Stephen Norris, the midfielder, has been replaced by number 25, Padraig O'Hanlon from Meath. So at the 17 and a half minutes gone in the second half, actually I believe the clock has stopped. It's Kerry 118, Meath 18 points. It's Kerry by a goal. Ball breaks down here. Michael Lean, he fouls his man, probably needlessly so. Maybe a little bit soft, it has to be said, on James Toro, who hit the deck fairly soft, I would imagine. Referee Shane Hines from Galway gives the free. It's just outside the 65 metre line for their own 65 metre line. It's Jack Regan, the centre forward for Meath. He's been deadly all day. All he's missed really is one penalty, which was brilliantly saved by John B. He takes this, he lifts, he strikes, he puts it over the bar. Another score for him, and it's 2 points between the sides again. 18 minutes gone here. It's Kerry lead 118 Meath, and the score hasn't changed yet, but that'll be 19 points shortly. It's a 2 point game. It's game brought to you by Foley's Gal Express, the Cross Six Na, and Ardford Furniture. The scoreboard has not changed, in fact, and I wonder, is that scoreboard correct? Because by my maths there should be 2 points in it, but either way we keep going. Meath and the attack again, coming into the 21. He takes a shot at goal, he puts it over the bar, and that's another fine score. Probably could have gone for goal there, but I think John B, to his credit, had that covered. That was the new man that came in there earlier on, Sean Quigley. That is Padraig O'Hanlon who scored that. The scoreboard is now correct, and it's 1 point between the teams again. Meath 20 points, Kerry 118. Padraig Boyle tries to get this. It's chased away this time by Keith Keoghan. He goes down the wing. Eric Lee misses it slightly, but it's Evan Murphy who read it well. Evan is in at the full back line, and he wins it. He pops it back out here to Eric Lee. He's going to come back inside. Hand pass it back to Brian Murphy. Brian is going to go long. He goes down the middle here. He goes to Paudie O'Connor right in the halfway line. Paudie has a look. Paudie has a launch. No, is this going to drop in between the posts? It's going to go down to the right and wide. It's a bit unlucky for Paudie O'Connor, but the shot was on, to be fair, but it drops slightly to the right and wide, excuse me. And we go again. Charlie Ennis, the Meath goalkeeper, he's going to puck this. He's going to go long. He's gone to the same wing again, much the same as John B in the first half. Down here, Evan Murphy goes up. Evan Murphy breaks it down, but it's broken to a Meath man, and it's James Torr, the midfielder. James pops a hand pass back. It goes into his half back line, and this is Keith Keoghan. He launched it off his left hand side across to Jason Diggins. Jason Diggins is going up for this. Jason wins it. Really, Jason misses it. Right, it's in. Ian Birmingham is in on goal. Surely going to say, it's a poor shot. John B. He takes a shot. John B, it was a perfect height from him. He actually mishit the ball. John B goes to tap it on the hurley. He miss save, if that's the thing. It goes over John B, and it bounces just on the line. He jumps back much, not too unlike what he did in the Joe McDonagh final last year, and he saved it within an inch of the goal line. He puts it out to his left hand side for 65. We can take a breath after that. My God, what a moment in the game. It looked like Ian Birmingham had totally mishit his shot, and it was a very easy save for John B. Maybe too easy, in fact, but either way, we go for a 65. Goal didn't happen. 23 minutes gone. It's Jack Regan again. Takes this 65. He hasn't missed it free all day. Puts it over the bar again. Another score for Jack Regan at centre forward, and that is a draw game. 23 minutes gone in the second half. It's Kerry 118, Meath 21 points. Another change here, number 22. That is Eamon O'Donoghue has come in for Alan Douglas, the man who's been getting on a whole pile of ball here at the start of this second half. When he's been replaced here now, tired legs to be fair, he's done a lot of running today. Draw game, 24 minutes gone. Long ball again from John B, puts it down here in front of Mikey Boyle, who's on the chase. He gets it on the ground, it bounces in front of him, but it's cleared away this time by Padraig O'Hanlon. Hanlon puts it up in front of Jack Regan, who's beaten to the ball first by beaten to Evan Murphy to the ball first. He puts this in, he drops it to the left and wide. John B will see it out past his post. That's a wide for Meath. So still level pegging as we head into the last 10 minutes of this game. It's another long puck out down to the right-hand side for John B. O'Halloran. He puts it down in front of Michael Lean, who doesn't get it this time. It breaks in front of him. Michael Lean, brilliant touch, in fairness. He gets it up, but he doesn't. He just loses it in front of his man. And he does get it across, though. Jason Diggins is on the attack now. Jason Diggins all the way up from half-back. He's gone inside the 30-metre line. He's going to go for a shot. He's gone. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, he's hit the post. And it's gone to the left and wide. It was, I don't think he was going for goal, to be fair. He was probably just trying to tap it over the bar. But that's the second time now Jason Diggins has found himself up at that end of the field, the Causeway man. He went straight through there, hit the post, and it's another puck out. Charlie Ennis launches this one down. He goes in all the way to the other 45. It's Conor O'Keefe from McDonagh, gets a bat on that, puts it over the line. Well done, Conor O'Keefe, but it's a sideline ball, and this will be taken by, it looks like, Eamon O'Donoghue, the Meath sub that has just come on. No, he's going to leave it there, and it looks like it's actually Pádraig Hanrahan who's also just come on. He's going to hit the sideline cut. Conor O'Keefe, I've mentioned this a few times about Conor, the McDonagh man. He does the basics very well, but he bats that down, and it goes out over the sideline. So, with 25 minutes gone here in this second half, it's Meath 21 points, Kerry 118. Sideline cut to be taken by Pádraig Hanrahan. He mishits it. It drops right in front of Shane Conway, who gets a hurley to it, but it's still a Meath man in possession. Ball comes across the 45. Who's going to hit this? Sean Quigley takes it off his left hand side. Is it over the bar? The umpire nods to the other fella, and he says absolutely, put up the white flag, and that's a score for Sean Quigley. That's Meath now into the lead. This is going to go down to the wire, lads. Remember, Kerry, a draw, or if they lose, it must be by less than 3, and of course a draw or a win, and they're into that final next week. Long ball by John B. again. He goes down in front of Maurice O'Connor. Surely that's a push. Referee says no. Jarrah Kelly, the centre back for me, goes back and he picks this up. He finds the new man in, who is Eamon O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue puts it back inside to and that goes into Mark O'Sullivan. Mark O'Sullivan hand passes it to Sean Quigley. He gets a half block on it, does he, Maurice O'Connor, but in fairness it's going to go all the way around. Oh, it's a fantastic score, it has to be said. Sean Quigley from inside his own 65 has put that over the bar, and that's a 2-point lead now for Meath. It's Meath 23 points, Kerry 118. We talk about Kerry being a second half team. Well, they're really going to have to get guys standing up here and making a difference. John B goes long, he goes down to Pádraig Boyle, he goes up to Mikey Boyle, who bats down to the brother. It lands in front of Pádraig O'Connor. Now Paulie hand passes to Pádraig Boyle, put it over the bar. Pádraig, he drops it. Is it going to go short? It goes, and the keeper saves it. Keeper makes an awful mistake because he bats it down in front of Shane Nolan. Shane Nolan on the ball. Shane Nolan takes a shot in front of the goalkeeper and he puts it over the bar. I think Shane was going for the point there. There's two Meath men down as they get a bit of attention here just outside the D. We can take a breath for a second, but Shane Nolan, what a fantastic piece there. It was a ball lobbed in by Pádraig Boyle. It was dropping short all the way. The goalkeeper probably could have left it. Well, when I said dropping short, it was going over the bar. The goalkeeper stuck the hurley up. He knocked it down in front of two Meath men and Shane Nolan pounced. He flicked it up inside the square, turned off his left shoulder and he put it over the bar. If I had to put money in it, I'd ask Shane, and I'd tell you he probably said he was going to go for a goal. But anyway, it's gone over the bar. It's Meath lead by 1 point. It's Meath 23, Kerry 119, which of course is 22 points. We can take a breath here. We can get our the lads can take a breath as well, because there's two Meath men receiving attention. I believe one of them is actually going to be a blood sub here. Helmet is off, Meath physio, and I can't see the number on his jersey just yet, but there is going to be a blood sub, and that is number 18, Michael Burke, is coming into the team. Michael Burke is going to replace what looks like actually Pádraig Hanrahan, who's only just after coming in. He's going to get a bit of treatment here in the dugout down in front of us. Blood injury there, so there's a small bit, as they call it, a small bit of handbags here in the middle of the field, is there? Referee is just having a quick look. No, we drive on. So Charlie Ennis, the Meath man, is going to take this puck out. 28 minutes gone. It's Meath by 1. This is a long high ball down inside the Kerry half back line. Up goes Jason Diggins. Jason Diggins gets a hurley to it. It's still a Meath man with the ball though. Is he foul? Referee says no. Brilliant block down by Diggins, and it's a sideline cut. Well done, Jason Diggins, because if that had come out, you had three Meath men lining up to take a shot at the Kerry post. Blocked by Jason Diggins, out for a sideline cut, and it looks like the centre forward Jack Regan is going to take this. Kerry half back line have been strong all day, but they've been under very serious pressure. Phenom Maxine, Conor O'Keefe, they stood up to the challenge for the most part, but Meath, to their credit, they are not going away. Now it looks like he's going to have a cut across this. Is he going to go short? No, he's going to go long. So he still hasn't taken this just yet. It's Jack Regan with this sideline cut. He goes, it's gone in and it's gone over the bar. It's an absolute art form to see it happen. And as you can hear, the Meath crowd that are here are roaring for this, but it's an art form. 2 points up again, that is. Wonderful sideline cut, halfway between the 45 and the 21, and he puts it over the bar, and it's Meath 24 points, Kerry 119. John B goes down to the right. Is it going to go all the way out over the line? It is. He's unlucky. He was aiming with the hand of Pádraig Boyle, but he was a little bit too zealous with that. It's going to be a reverse substitution here now. At the moment is Pádraig Hanrahan is going to come back in here. He was just temporary substitution for the blood sub there, and off again we'll go Michael Burke. So It's 6 minutes on the clock still to go plus injury time. It's Meath lead by 2, 24 points to 119. This game of course brought to you by Yardfare Furniture and Foley's Gal Express across Lixna, streamed on the Radio Kerry YouTube and Facebook channel. If you're listening, I hope you're enjoying here from Park Talton. It's a poor sideline cut but Meath's in possession. They launch it in on top of Ian Birmingham. They wing forward, he catches it over the head of Jason Diggins. He's gone off his right hand side. Is it going to drop short? It is. John B looks at it. John B gets a hand to it. He catches it in on top of his goal and he hand passes it out here, and it's Evan Murphy, the cause man, will clear his lines. He gives it up the field to Finan Mackesy. Mackesy will have a look up. He pops the ball out to Jason Diggins. It's a half back line doing really well today. Diggins goes through 2 men. Come on, referee, that's surely a foul. It is indeed. Diggins does very well, and we're going to have a look here and see, is Shane Conway going to go out and take this? Well, Shane is certainly there. Jason Diggins standing over it. No, it is going to be Shane Conway. So 30 minutes gone, 2 points between the sides. Meath 24, Kerry 119. Shane Conway is going to take this. It's halfway between the 45 and the 65, bang on the middle spot of the two, and it's about 20 metres in from the sideline. So Shane Conway for this free. Badly need this now. It's going to be needed here. Jason Diggins did extremely well there. He took on 2 men. He was dragged back and he deserved his free. So Conway bends, he lifts, he strikes. Now he's certainly got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? Let's have a look at this. The umpire looks to the other fella. It's gone to the left and wide. So still 2 points between the sides. Meath 24, Kerry 119. It's another wide, so I see Cian Huzzy's dropped out here. He's got 2 men to mark. Now, short ball in from Charlie Ennis to his half-back, Keith Keoghan. Keoghan catches it first time. He chases it on. He's hit by Cian Huzzy. It's James Toher in the middle of the field. He gives it back to his centre-back, Derek Kelly. Kelly gives it back out here, and they're too wasteful. A lot of messing around by Meath, and Maurice O'Connor's in the attack again. He's dispossessed brilliantly, though, has to be said, by Ger Murphy, the Meath cornerback. He goes back to his full-back, Shane Whitty, and he launches it long again. Maurice O'Connor very unlucky there. Brilliant piece of defending by Meath. They come long again. It's their new man in, and that is Eamon O'Donoghue. He launches it in on top of it's a poor miss, or poor shot in fairness. He puts it very much wide, and that was never on from where he was because he was being shadowed all the way by Jason Diggins. Quick puck out down the middle of the field. This time it goes to the hand of Michaeline from John B. O'Halloran. It goes into Padraig Boyle, who again has been very tightly marked, and Meath clear the lines once again. Evan Murphy goes up for this. He's in on top of it. Conor O'Keefe is there as well. Conor O'Keefe gets there first. He goes down on his knees. He misses it first time. Does he get up? No. Evan Murphy comes in. He takes charge. He takes it. He hand passes to Conor O'Keefe. Conor comes out. He hand passes to Cian Huzzy, and it's a foul. Well done, referee. Absolutely. He was being pulled back all day, Shane Conway, and it's on Kerry's own 45. Shane takes a quick one. He goes cross field to Jason Diggins. Jason is on the halfway line. Jason has all day to plant the feet. He puts the ball in on top of Padraig Boyle. He has been very quiet in the second half. He goes it over. That's a fantastic score by the Ballyduff man. He gets it onto his favourite left hand side. He turns over his right hand shoulder, and it's a lovely score by Padraig Boyle, and that brings it back to a 1 point game. It's Meath 24 points after 32 minutes, Kerry 120. Long ball down on top of the Kerry half back line again, and brilliant again by Conor O'Keefe, who bats it down in front of Padraig O'Connor. It's kicked out. Yes, says the linesman, it's a Kerry ball. Padraig O'Connor battled for that, but Conor O'Keefe has been solid with the basics. I love watching the man. He's absolutely brilliant when it comes to that. He bats another ball down. So this sideline cut to be taken by Padraig O'Connor. Padraig O'Connor just inside the 65. He's out here in front of his own dugout. He bends, he goes down, he strikes it. It's a long ball down into the corner. There's no Kerry man there. Derek Kelly, the centre back, is going to clear this all day. He's half hooked though. Cian Huzzy blocks the pass. Cian Huzzy's on the ball. He takes on 2 men. Does he take him in steps? The referee says no. Is he pulled down? Referee says no, and Meath again come away with the ball. I have a question, was he pushed in the back? But possibly it could have been steps before that. Meath cleared again. Evan Murphy, who's coming really much into this game, he missed it on that occasion. Half blocked by Eric Lean. Was that ball out? Referee says no. We play. Yes, it was. The umpire has the linesman has put his flag up, and I could see Eamon down there as well. Eamon Fitz also clapping that because he believes that was out over the line, and a right call from the referee and from the linesman. It's going to be a sideline cut to Kerry, and probably just as well because Meath was certainly on the attack there. 33 minutes gone. It's Meath by 1. Meath 24 points, Kerry 120. In fact, it's Shane Conway wearing 14 down inside his own half back line. He's going to take this sideline cut. We know Shane can deliver. He's got much moving in front of him just yet. I see Padraig Boyle now starting to make that move. He's going to go for Padraig Boyle. It's all the way in. Lovely ball from Shane Conway straight into the hand of Padraig Boyle. Now he's gone over his right hand shoulder again. Has he gone just to the right and wide? Another wide for Padraig. Is he gone down? No, he's okay. He's going to get back up again. Quick puck out taken this time by Charlie Ennis. He's going to go and find Ian Birmingham. The wing forward from Meath is out on his own, out in the sideline. He's given into another free man who's on his own, and that is it inside the post? Yes, it is. That's another score from Meath. Didn't get the number of that man. Oh, it was Pádraig O'Hanrahan who has scored already as well. So now again, Meath up by 2. It's 34 minutes gone in this Joe McDonagh Cup game. It's Meath 25, Kerry 120. Mikey Boyle comes out with a fantastic catch up over 2 Meath men. He surely fouled. Referee says no. He plays it back to Evan Murphy. Brilliant catch by the Ballyduff man. He gives it across to Evan. Evan drives it on. It's into no man's land though. Hang on, will Kerry win this? No, they won't. Pádraig Boyle unlucky there. I see Michael Lean battling hard for it as well, but out comes Ian Birmingham, who's all over the pitch today for Meath, wearing 10 on his back, not playing there right now. Ball goes into Adam Gannon. Adam Gannon comes out. The corner forward gets there ahead of Eric Lean. He turns to the left, he turns to the right. He's marked, he's blocked, and there's a free man inside, and again it's that man Pádraig O'Hanrahan. He's on his own, he's straight through and goal. No, he's blocked. He's happy. Brilliant block this time by Fionn Mackesy. Mackesy gets the block on it, and Kerry come away with it again. No, comes up to the left hand side. Shane Nolan's going to get on this. Shane puts the hand up, bounces off his hurley. He misses it first time. It goes back again to that man Dara Kelly's been on a lot of ball all day. Kelly puts it into James Toher. Meath on the attack again, this time to Jack Regan. Regan goes for the long shot out the sideline right in front of us here, just outside the 45. It's going to go to the left and wide, and Kerry get away with that one. So 35 minutes on the clock. So as it stands, Kerry are indeed in the Joe McDonagh final. There's 2 points in it, but Kerry certainly need to get the next score. John B. O'Halloran has the ball in his hand. He looks down the field. He's trying to find where he's going to hit this. He can take his time. He looks like he's not in any rush anyway. Right, he launches it. It goes high, it goes long. Meath crowd starting to get cheering here now for their side. It drops in front of the half back line. It drops in front of the half forward line. Keane Hussey, Meath come away with it again. There's going to be 5 additional minutes. 5 minutes added on here in Park Talton and Navan. Game brought to you in association with Foley's Gal Express, the Crosslick Artford Furniture. Conor O'Keefe goes down and Kerry kick it away. Paudie O'Connor misses out this time. Is he fouling his man? The referee says no. No. Adam Gannon, he's going to go for it. It's gone over the bar. It's a score for Adam Gannon, and that's 3 for Meath. No, this is where the match gets a little bit awkward. So 36 minutes on the clock. There's a Meath man down. It looks like it possibly is just a bit of cramp. He looks like he's struggling for a bit of cramp. I don't have the number on his back for that one, but it's heart-racing stuff here. Now, I see Conor O'Keefe, the Lixnaman, is on his own. Okay, he's being tracked right now. It's Jack Regan, in fact, who was down with the cramp. He's back up again. John B. O'Halloran, the Kilmoyne man, has the ball in his hand. It's Meath by 3. 36 minutes gone. There's 4 minutes left in this game. A couple of substitutions for Meath being lined up. John B. goes long. He goes down towards the Boyle brothers. Up goes Mikey. Mikey gets it into the hands. Super catch in the Ballyduff man. He pops it back outside there to Paudie O'Connor. Paudie O'Connor is just coming into the halfway line. Now he gives it over to Michael Lean. Michael Lean gives it back to him again. No, he goes back to Fionn Mackesy. Mackesy on the halfway line. Is this going to go over the bar? It's going to go to the right and wide. Kerry are really going to rue these missed chances. I've lost count of the wides, but there's too many of them in this second half. Fionn Mackesy, very unlucky, trails to the left and wide. Puck out again comes from Meath man Charlie Ennis. He goes down, he goes long, he goes down in front of Brian Murphy. It's caught brilliantly well by Pádraig O'Hanrahan, the new man in. He's chasing down. Murphy swings across him. Referee gives the advantage. It's still an advantage. Jack Regan fixes it across. There's two Meath men at the 21. There's no advantage. It's going to be a free on the 21 metre line in for Meath. Now, this is, as I said, the maths. My maths are a little bit off here, so we're not going to have to double check in a few minutes' time. It's 37 minutes on the clock. It's Meath 26 points, Kerry 120. It's a 3-point lead for Meath. Jack Regan lifts, he strikes, this is over the bar. That's a 4-point lead. So now it's Meath 27 points, Kerry 120. We've got 2 minutes of play, 1 minute and a half left in this. Now Jack Regan, the man who's been getting all those scores all day, has been replaced by number 20, and that is Callum O'Sullivan. And I have to say, Jack O'Regan, barring that penalty miss that was brilliantly saved by John B. O'Halloran, he hasn't put a foot wrong all day. So 4 points in it. Minute and a half to go. It's a Kerry puck out. John B. O'Halloran has the ball. He's going to go long. He goes down to the right hand side. He aims towards Shane Conway. Up there is also Pádraig Boyle. Pádraig Boyle breaks it down. It's another Meath hand on it. No, it drops to the ground. Keane Hussey tries to get the hurley in. This time it's cleared by Keith Keoghan, who gives a short ball out to the sideline. It's brilliantly won by Keane Hussey. He takes it off him. No, Meath still has a ruck on the ground now. Michael Lean goes in. Somehow it manages to come away with a Meath clearance, and they launch it down again. This time Eric Lean is going to go up there with Adam Gannon. Eric Lean breaks it down in front of himself, the new man just in, and that is Callum O'Sullivan. Is after he pops it back out here again to Mark O'Sullivan. And is it going to go over the bar? He takes a shot, and it does go over the bar. It's a 5-point lead now. It's a 5-point lead. 28 points to 120. John B goes to take the quick one. The referee says wait for the whistle. In my understanding and my maths, there is 15 seconds left in this game. John B. O'Halloran finds Conor O'Keefe out here on the left hand side. Conor drops it in front of himself, has a look, pop it inside. He's looking inside, he's going to pop it in. Kerry certainly need a score here, possibly a goal. Now, ball breaks down in front of Shane Nolan. Shane Nolan gets his hands on this. He dummies one way, he dummies the other. He goes off his left-hand side. He's half blocked and the ball is gone wide, to the left and wide. 39 minutes is up. Or 39 minutes of the clock, I should say. There's 1 minute left. There was 5 minutes added on. Charlie Ennis goes long this time again. It bounces down here in front of Paul O'Connor. He breaks it. It's broken into the new man, Callum O'Sullivan from Meath. He dummies one way. He catches out Jason Nichols, who gets a half hook on that. Brian Murphy comes out. He doesn't win it this time. And it's got out over the sideline. It's going to be a Kerry sideline cut. So you would imagine this is last chance saloon here. 28 points to 120. No. Whew. Sideline cut to be taken by Paul O'Connor on the far side, just inside the 45. He comes back all the way across to Conor O'Keefe. Will Conor O'Keefe get there first? Surely that's a free, referee. He does. He gives the free. He breaks the hurley off of Connor's, and it's a free to Kerry. Wild pull there. He won't mind that. He's going to get a card here, though, is he? And probably rightly so.
There are no patrons allowed on the pitch at the end of the match.
It's a yellow card for James Toher, the midfield. In fact, it's his second yellow, so that's a red card. That's a red card for James Toher, the midfielder. He was involved as well in the first half in a very heavy tackle. He got his first yellow card then. That's a second yellow, and it's a red card for James Toher. Now, Shane Conway is standing over this. He's inside his own 65. He's about 5 minutes inside his own 65. He puts it in. He puts it high. He puts it over the... Is it going to... It's gone to the left and wide. The umpire waves to the left. And it's another puck out here by Charlie Ennis. It's won very well by Ian Birmingham in midfield. It's long ball in, and it's dropped in front of the Kerry half back line. It's still Meath in possession. One back this time by Jason Diggins. Jason Diggins does very well. He wins his free, and he puts the ball down. I just see Eric Lean as well. He might have got a little bit of a knock there, but he's... referee's going to have a look, and I think that might have been a wild pull. I didn't see it now, to be honest with you, but Eric has the helmet off, and the referee is certainly having a word with the new man who come in, and that is Callum O'Sullivan, and his referee has given him a yellow card. So we're well over time here. It's 41 minutes gone. It's Meath 28, Kerry 123. That's a 5-point win. Now we're going to have to check the maths on this in a few minutes and just to see exactly what happens, but play still resumes. It's going to be a free taken here by Padraig Boyle. Padraig is back. He's halfway between his 65 and his 45, and he is maybe just 6 or 7 metres, maybe 10 metres actually, to the left hand post as we see it here. Padraig Boyle to take this free. It's 41 and a half minutes on the clock. Padraig bends, he lifts and he strikes. Let's have a look at this. Let's see where this goes. Is it gone inside? Yes, okay, so he's gone for the flag. It's a point to Kerry. That makes it Meath 28 points, Kerry 121. There's a lot of nervous face around here. Charlie Ennis, the Meath goalkeeper, goes long. Right, I don't see any team celebrating, so let's have a look. I think, unfortunately, if my maths are right, I think that is down, possibly, into the Joe McDonagh final. Heartbreaking stuff here. I see a lot of the lads down. There's a lot of confusion here. I'm just trying to have a look just to see, just to get my maths right. Okay, bear with me. I'm just trying to find out. We're trying to get our maths here. We're trying to figure it out. I think it might have been 3 points. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be Kerry and Croke Park next week. It's going to be a Westmeath and Down final, is what it looks like. Just going to get that clarified now. We're trying to work it out with the maths here, but yeah, I think unfortunately it's not going to be Kerry and Croke Park next Saturday. We were planning for it, we were looking forward to it, we were hoping for it, and we really thought it was going to be there, but credit where it's due. Absolutely outstanding stuff from Meath in this second half. They took their points when they came, they took the opportunities when they were on, and it's unfortunately it doesn't look, I see there's a lot of worried faces, so okay, that's just the announcement there. So also, if you're listening on the stream, by the way, the Munster football semi-final full time was Kerry 119, Tipperary 1-8. That's 22 points to 11. So it'll be a Kerry Cork in the Munster final again this year. I'm going to have to check this. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look likely. We're going to go check this now. Right, we'll check this. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll wrap up here. It's been a bittersweet trip to Parkhalton. A couple of the Kerry supporters, everybody's looking a little bit confused. I'm even looking at some of the team here as well. I think it had to be 3 though, which means it's going to be down in Westmeath in next week's Joe McDonagh Cup final, which is very unfortunate. But we're going to have to lick our wounds and move on. It's finished here in Parkhalton. Game brought to you by Foley's Gal Express and the Crosslicksna and Ardford Furniture. It's finished on a scoreline of Meath 28 points, Kerry 121, and by our calculations that'll be Down versus Westmeath in the Joe McDonagh Cup final, which is sad because it's been a super year for these Kerry lads. But we leave it there. Back on the radio Monday morning on Kerry's Full Breakfast. Thanks for tuning in on the online stream on YouTube, Facebook and on our website as well, and I hope you enjoyed. And it's, as I said, finished here in Parkhalton. Meath 28 points, Kerry 121.